What's good, everybody? Corbino here. I'm going to be eating a little bit of fries and drinking some milk. So, I'm sorry. I'm hungry and thirsty. So, I have been doing a lot of top pop videos. Pops that I want to be made. And so this one we're doing here is top TMNT pops. But anyways, I just got Casey Jones finally from Comics and Kicks. Huge shout out. An awesome store in St. Mary's, West Virginia. They're going to hook you up with all your Funko needs. Basically all your Funko needs, especially if it's Pops. And they got a lot of other great stuff too. I finally got my final TMNT Pop. I have all of them. I mean, I've had all of them for years, I would say. And I think I got Stockman and Leatherhead within the last year. And then finally got Casey Jones. And I now have the complete set of TMNT Pops, not counting like the pixelated arcade type, what do they call it, 8-bit ones or whatever, and I think there might be some color variants, whatever. I don't have those, I have the basics. But now I'm done. And there's definitely TMNT characters that deserve Pops. So yeah, let's get into this. We're doing top 10 1980s TMNT Pops that we need. Number 10 is a set. General Trag and Granitor. They're the Rock guys. Their action figures look nothing like their cartoon counterparts. That always bothered me. But they appear a good bit in the early seasons of the TMNT series. And I think they should have Pops. Number 9 is just a basic Triceratops. They have a Triceratops Dorbs, which I have somewhere around here. It's not like it's not Zom or anybody, not a specific one. But yeah, it's just a basic one. Do it for a Pop too. Number 8 is my boy Mondo Gekko. Oh my god, I love him. Honestly, I don't remember how many episodes he was in, like in the original cartoon. I can only picture him in 2, I think. But still, he's played a big role in the comics and in the 2012 series. Mondo definitely deserves a Pop, and I think it could be really cool having him on a skateboard. Number 7, we could do a 3-pack with this. I don't really know exactly how to do it. But the Neutrinos, they were definitely a big part in the early years too. Like one of the first, I think it's like volume 2 or 3 or whatever on the VHS tapes. I could be completely wrong, but it's definitely in the first 6. It's called Hot Rodding Teenagers from Dimension X. And it's all about the main 3 Neutrinos. And I just think they could be really fun Pops. And with the swirly hair and, the spiked hair and shit, you could even do a Pop ride and have one of them in their cool hovering car. I don't know. But you guys do you. Number 6 is Slash. I don't believe he played a very big role in the original cartoon. It's been forever since I saw it. But Slash is still a big enough character that he deserves a Pop. And, Casey, April, Splinter, the Turtles, Bebop, Rocksteady, Shredder, Foot, and Krang. They appear on basically all the 80s merch. Even though Casey doesn't really make sense, I think they just did it because Casey has become such a mainstay of the TMNT cartoons and movies and whatnot. But, in the original cartoon, he was not a mainstay. So it never made sense to me why he appears on their merch. But still, a character that pops up on their merch a lot too is Slash, even though I feel like he wasn't around very much. But Slash is a great character, and I think his Pop could be very fun. Just do it basically like the Turtles, but he's more jagged, and he just looks more mean. I think it would be really fun. Number 5 is Metalhead. Metalhead stays about the same throughout most of his incarnations, but he's just a yellow and gray silverish robot. And he would be a fun Pop. It'd basically be a robot version of the TMNT Pops. And I think he's a main character, and you could have a variant where he's chrome. Very shiny, and I think that could be cool. And honestly, I might buy a chrome version of that over the regular. I don't know. Number 4 is Rat King. He popped up all the time, I feel like. And he would just be so goofy to have. The toy had him having a weird dead cat hanging over his crotch. But in the cartoon, he never had that. But still, you can put that on the Pop just for fun. But the Rat King's a definite Pop you should have. And I think it'd be really fun. And it'd be cool to see. Number 3 is the Fugitoid. He definitely didn't play as big a role as he did in, all the other TMNT incarnations, not movies. But still, Fugitoid is my dude. I'm pretty sure he was even in the TMNT 2007, like, slam fighting, whatever they called it, game. But he's just such an important part of the series, and I think a pop like him could be really cool looking, because he's got that rounded head with a skinny neck, and then, you know, skinny arms and legs with big feet. Like, I think that could look really cool as a pop, and I'd like to see how they'd interpret it. Also, I just found out watching the Toys That Made Us thing on Netflix. Like, I know a good bit about the TMNT history, I would say. I didn't realize that the Fugitoid was their original comic idea, and they weren't trying to make the Ninja Turtles. Had no idea. Well, I knew they weren't trying to make the Ninja Turtles. I just didn't realize the Fugitoid was made first. Two is kind of someone we already have. Stockman. Yes, we have him as his fly version, but we should have him as his just regular lab coat looking dude. You know, just his, what is it, red, yellowish hair. I think in the cartoon it's like a blonde hair, and even in the pop it's like a dirty blonde, but like the action figure was red. But their action figures never even really looked like the cartoons, but that's aside from the point. Yeah, Stockman, we should have him regular because he was regular for a good while, and he definitely is the main character, so it makes sense why they already have a Stockman one. But this Stockman would come with a Mouser, one of the little mini pet ones. It would be like Aladdin with a Boo, or friggin', I'm trying to look around, I don't really know if I have any more that have pets. Well, like Aladdin with a Boo. Oh, Kitty Pryde with Lockheed, stuff like that. It would just be a small little Mouser, and that would be really fun. And the Mouser's head, I just think that'd be really cool to see. And number one is a no-brainer, is Krang. I have no idea how they would portray Krang as a pop. I don't know if they'd have him on his little wheelie chair and just have a pop head sitting there, or if they had to have him in his little walking chair thing with like two legs, or if they'd have the full body, like the full android, mandroid, I don't remember what they called it, but you know, he was always like, my body, you know, like shit like that. Sorry, it was a bad Krang. But anyways, I don't know how you would be able to do that, because like the Krang's mandroid body, like it goes into a smaller head, and you know, Krang's in the stomach. So would the pop's head be really small, or like a regular pop head size? And then would the stomach be small? Because I mean, the pop's stomachs are normally pretty small. So like, yeah, we could put Krang here, but it'd be very small. I don't know exactly how we'd go about it. It may have to be a supersized pop, but Krang was never that huge. You know, yeah, he was a little bit bigger than the rest. Maybe make him a 6-inch. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I guess you make him the Megazord size, but it's just a 6-inch. That could work. Yeah, I don't know how they would make it work, and I honestly think that's why they don't have a Krang pop, but they have Leatherhead and Casey Jones. But yeah, you need a Krang pop. I don't know how you're gonna figure it out, but figure it out, please. Yeah. Let me know if there's any classic 80s characters you wanted to see, you know. Did you want to see Mona Lisa? Did you want to see... What's Black Nurture do? Don... I want to say Falcone, but that's Batman, I believe. Don, the guy with the cufflinks. Oh, my lord, I can't think of it. Do you want to see some of the one-off monsters? You want to say Toka and Razor from the later seasons? What's that dude's name? Connor? Or something from, like, the last season? I don't remember, but what do you want to see? Do you want to see the turtles in costumes like they did with the action figures? Yeah, I definitely want a Krang pop, and I have no idea how they'll do it, though. But yeah, that's it. Until next time, stay geeky.